So when I come to your town, don't crowd me.
Hey, what up, guys? Mike here, Owens Pressure Washing, and I wanted to give you guys a little advice, about sales. And I'm no guru. Actually, one of the guys in the Facebook group said I had my priorities weren't straight, and I didn't want to say anything back. There was no point of arguing. Like, I don't think he understood what I was trying to say. But the tip I have, and the tip that what I've been doing that's been making my sales go up on the phone is when I get a phone call now, you got to be confident. You got to be really confident in what you do, and just sound professional and very knowledgeable, and you want to sound friendly. You want to act like you're like having a conversation and teaching somebody kind of something, explaining everything like that, just making sure what you do they understand. But anyway, I guess when I first started, and I even still get it sometimes, I get anxiety, and I get anxiety that I'm not good enough, and that I might, basically, that's basically what it comes down to. That, like, man, I hope I'm able to do this job correctly. This is stuff that says in my head, like, am I able to do this job? Should I just have her go to someone else, whatever? But that's just normal stuff. I think everybody who owns their own business has those fears of overcharging, undercharging, not being qualified. But as you go, that stuff goes away, and really, it's really not rocket science. We're just spraying bleach water on a house or a roof, and honestly, it's very simple. And so when I take phone calls now, I don't jump the gun. I don't get as anxious. I just listen to what they're saying, and then I have answers for them. It's like, if you're watching this YouTube channel, that means that you're doing your research, all right? So I've done plenty of my research on YouTube and Facebook and forums, but you can only learn so much. Then you got to go out and do it, and that's how you got to learn a big part of it that way too. And every area is different, pricing, and just what you're cleaning sometimes, what types of materials you're cleaning, stucco, vinyl siding, shingle roofs, barrel tiles roofs. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, you learn as you go. The anxiety goes away. But a little tip is, just don't psych yourself out. When you get a call, just say, hey, this is so-and-so with so-and-so. And they'll say, hey, I'm looking for a quote on roof cleaning. And you'll say, okay, great. You might ask them a question like, okay, what kind of roof do you have? Is it barrel tile? Is it shingle? Is it 2-story? Do you have gutters? Do you have a lot of plant life around the house? Those are the kind of questions I ask. Basically, yeah. Besides, obviously, their address and email and stuff, but and their name. But I don't psych myself out like, oh man, I better make this sale. Like, you don't want to sound too eager on the phone, like it's the last person on earth that needs their roof cleaned. You need to get that sale. That's not the case. You just need to sound professional and confident, and that person will be drawn to you. Okay, so like, for instance, like for me, right? Like, say I get a flat tire, and I pull up Google and I look up tire places. I did it with my trailer. I needed a new tire on my trailer a couple months back, but I pulled up Google and started looking. If I call 10 places, and 9 out of the 10 places sound, they're miserable on the phone. Oh, what do you need? All right, well, it'll be $100. Bye. If they, they're just so quick to get you off the phone, But if someone answers the phone and they're like, "Yeah, how you doing? Okay, so what happened? What kind of vehicle do you have? What type of tire do you have? What brand do you like?" They just sound knowledgeable, and they sound professional and friendly, and everywhere else is charging $100, but this place is charging 120, and they say something like, look, we put your tire on and we make sure it's a very good tire, we make sure we give you an alignment, we make sure you're ready to go out the door, you know. And all the other places might do that, but they're not telling me that. So basically, I'm going with the guy and spending $20 more, so I know I'm getting a good job. It's just, you know, not all people are going to be like that, but I feel like if the customer can trust you and they feel like you're knowledgeable of what you do, they'll probably hire you over somebody who's $20 cheaper, you know. And that's just my outlook. The whole point I'm trying to make is just, you got to be confident. And obviously, if you're, like I said, if you're watching YouTube videos on roof cleaning and pressure washing, you got the right idea as far as, you know, trying to find the knowledge. And, you know, you just want to sound professional. If they say, hey, I'm worried about bleach killing my plants, are you using bleach? Don't lie to them. You just tell them, yes. Listen, this is what I tell them. I say, yes, we do use chlorine. However, you know, I'll say, yes, we use chlorine. However, we dilute it down to the right ratio, and we spray your roof. We also add soaps in there, special professional soaps that will help it stick to the roof, help it stay wet longer and clean longer. And then I have also ground guys on the ground, and they're neutralizing the plants or the soap, aka just spraying water on the plants. All right. And then I'll say, you know, I cover any plants that I find necessary needed to cover, or if you need any plants covered. But I have guys on the ground that are neutralizing the soap, making sure none of this stuff will kill the plants. I spray before, during, and after, and I cover the plants I need to cover, and I also put neutralizers down. You know, I use water. Sometimes I do use lawn lime or gypsum pellets. And but that's basically it. And I haven't killed a roof yet, or a plant yet, doing a roof. So you just gotta sound confident. So don't lie to a customer, sound professional, and that's it. I mean, that's just a little tip I had. You know, somebody was trying to tell me I didn't have my priorities right, but I mean, I just didn't want to get into it. Obviously, like, why am I gonna argue with someone online? Like, because then it turns into a pissing match, and it's just, you know, it gets off topic. And I'm more in this group that I'm in, I'm actually a moderator, so I don't want to cause any issues, so I just let it go. But, you know, you're gonna have people like that in the groups, guys. But anyway, I came across this today. It's funny, I found this, and I'm glad I found it, because I think I might put it in a plaque and frame it. Or frame. I think I might put a frame in it. You know, put it on my wall or something. Maybe one day when I get in a shop, I'll put it up there. Shit, I hope I can find it. Oh yeah, here it is. So this was back in. I'll cover up their name. I think that should be good. But this is my first check that was over $1,000. It was $1,150. So, you know, that was back in March. But it was you know, some people might not think it's a big deal. It probably isn't. I mean, that really ain't that much money. But for one day, one job, cleaning a Publix grocery store roof, just the barrel tiles. It wasn't even the whole roof. It was just like the overhang had some barrel tiles. If you're from Florida, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I cleaned a Publix, got it done. And honestly, when I cleaned it, this sounds funny. When the guy asked me to, you know, oh, I got a Publix, you know, because he didn't work for Publix. He was actually a landscaper that became property manager for Publix's down here. So you know, I was like a little skeptical. I didn't know the guy, I never met the guy, so it was all like third party. But I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go clean this Publix. I'll waste, if you don't pay me, it's one night of my life. I'll get before and after pictures I'll be able to put on my business page that I actually cleaned to Publix, which I think makes you look more official. So I went into it like that. Look, so, and it was the first real, I guess you could say, commercial property I did. So, you know, you have those net 30, net 60, net 90 deals where you don't get paid for a month or 2 or 3. And it was a net 30 deal, so I wasn't getting paid for 30 days. So I was like, whatever, I'll do it. I put, you know, whatever, maybe it was less than $100 for bleach. I had a helper. I think I paid him a little over 100, and the rest was all mine. But it was just, am I gonna get it? But I did, and I just thought it was cool that I have it still. So I'm gonna put that in a frame. People probably will make fun of me for it, but anyway, guys, I guess the point I'm trying to make is I still get anxiety with jobs, and the more confident I just answer the phone, I just try to sound confident, just like I'm shooting the shit with somebody. Not shooting the shit. You want to sound professional, but you want to just make it seem like it's not life or death. You just got to sound professional, knowledgeable, friendly, and not everyone's going to go with you, but at least, you know, they know you're a good dude. If shit don't go right, they'll call you, refer you, who knows. But always be good to people, and in the long run, it'll work out for you. But anyway, guys, have a good night. Wash on, like, subscribe, comment below if you have a question or whatever, and then I'll get back to you when I can. All right, take care, guys.